Alright everybody, how's it going? Been a little bit since we've done a video. I apologize. It's been super busy and I've been getting a lot of different components and stuff for the bike. As far as like the VFR swap, it's still happening. The engine is at a machine shop right now. I ended up having to ship the engine off to Florida. The heads are at a machine shop here in Tulsa, and so just kind of waiting for everything to come together. I'm hoping to have everything back in July. A lot of your machine shops are really backed up right now, so there is just slow process getting to them. So with that, we're getting ready to do a lot of work to this over the next 2 weeks. So hopefully it's a quick and easy process, but we're doing a suspension swap and wheel swap, and let's take a look at that. First thing, before I do that, is there is some additional things that's been done to the bike since the last video. I didn't film any of it, but I do want to show you all what we've done here. I do have the custom Mustang seat ordered and made for it, so this you can still get them. They're just not listed on the website. You actually have to call Mustang and tell them that you want one. And it's like I think I got mine back in like 6 weeks, but they said there's like an 8-week lead time, so but you can still get that. The other thing that I've done is I actually found the factory front fairing for these bikes. It was in great condition. There was no damage or anything. Obviously I went on ahead and wrapped it. The bike is dirty, I know, ignore that. It's been raining a lot lately, and so it's really dirty. But I got the factory fairing on here. Now with the factory fairing, the way that I have my bar set up, I actually had to put a spacer on here, so that way you know, the bars would clear, because the bar, this part of the fairing was going right up into this area, and it was kind of pushing everything out, and it just didn't look right, so I had to get that. So on to what we're doing to the bike now. We are putting a CBR 900RR rear wheel on this bike. This wheel is 5.5 inches wide, running a 180 tire, and the chain sprocket, I messed up when I ordered it. I ordered a 41 tooth. I really wanted a like a 42 or even a 43, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It'll work for now. We'll change it out whenever we go to do our suspension swap. And actually, I ordered this sprocket in anticipation of the engine swap. It's just right now it's just not going to work very well for me, but it's gonna, you know, it'll do what it will for now. And then for the front, we have a CBR 600RR front wheel. They're the same wheel, they look identical. It's just, you know, this one's just a little bit different. So another thing that we're doing on this bike is we are actually extending the swing arm. So I've custom made this swing arm. I had a buddy of mine from Moody's Performance weld this up, but I've done these billet inserts and everything, so they're kind of stuck in there right now in the heat. They kind of formed a little bit of a deal, so I got to get these billet blocks back out and machine them down a little bit more to get them to fit in here properly, so that way they slide and everything. But we are extending out the swing arm. This is going to be extended out 3 5/8 of an inch, so it's definitely going to be, I think that'll be nice. And the reason I'm doing that is a couple of reasons. One, for drag racing, you don't want the front end coming up, obviously, and I have a little bit of a problem with the front end coming up now, so I'm hoping that with this it'll eliminate that issue. The other issue is where this wheel well here, the fender is, it just, to me, it looks like this fender, or this wheel, just sits so far forward. So we're actually going to be extending this back to here, somewhere around right here. And I think that'll make this it'll just make this look a lot better by putting that wheel, you know, back here. Of course, by moving the wheel back, this is going to interfere, so we are removing all of this, the fender. So we're mounting the license plate on the axle. We're putting this tail light assembly in there. Then for the front, where these turn signals here, they're massive and they just don't look right. We are putting on these turn signals. And these are not cheap. These are actually a very high quality turn signal. These was like 80 bucks. But these will fit in right up underneath in there on that fork. I think that'll look really good. I don't remember if we've looked at the headlight that I've put in here, but this is the JW Speaker Adaptive 2 headlight. These LEDs, as you lean, these LEDs light up more and more and cast light in the direction of where you're going, and so it really helps illuminate everything at night. For the brakes, of course, using CBR 600 F3 front calipers, CBR 600 rear caliper. We'll go over more of these in detail whenever we go to install them and everything, but they're completely rebuilt. I rebuilt all of them, so I didn't film any of it. Probably could have and made a video of it, but I didn't. But both of them's been completely rebuilt. New stainless steel pistons. Of course, all new hardware. Like everything, all the way down to even the bolts is new. So, the rear master cylinder is off of CBR 600. That one, of course, it doesn't look great, but it's been rebuilt. It's in perfect condition. Front master cylinder, that's off of a VTX 1300. So, and we have the CBR 600 front forks, the front lower forks. Of course, the progressive suspension rear shocks, which I've actually already installed those. We'll go over those more in detail here in a little bit. Front lowering springs, we're going to put those on. This is a new sissy bar because mine is worn out. And then, of course, all the new fluids. We've got the I'm going to switch over to this Motor X. This is what I was told to get. $80. It's $20 a quart. It's not cheap oil, but I hear that this is an extremely good oil. The brake fluid, of course, fork oil. We're going with a 15 weight fork oil and a performance brake kit. Hopefully we'll do a pretty good job. Oh, here's the rear caliper, CBR 600 rear caliper as well. So there's that. All right, let's get to it. All right, got a bunch of parts to take off for the bike. It's the shocks, got all the front brakes, clutch control lever, all that good stuff. I've actually got a brand new clutch lever right here. This is actually all genuine Honda parts. So we're going to be completely replacing every bit of the clutch lever just to make it match up with this new master cylinder. Plus, it's actually worn out quite a bit, so we're replacing that. Anyways, got the forks off, got the rear, all that off. Here we are. We're down to just the triple tree on the front, the frame and the exhaust on the rear. Got the swing arm off and everything. So we're gonna start with putting this thing back together here pretty soon. Got these working earlier. Ow. Got those sliding nice and both sides, so that'll be nice. Let's see just how much longer that's gonna be. So what my hopes is with this is on the from the factory, this fender sits like right here and it just doesn't look right, so I'm hoping that'll sit more right here. And I think that'll look, that just looks so, it's too far forward. It needs to be back, and I think that'll just look so much better. But that's gonna be it for right now. Everything is completely torn apart as far as I need to go, except for I am replacing a clutch, but I'm going to do that after I get the bike back on the ground so I can drain the oil and everything. Next step is going to be starting putting this back together. I'm not sure if we're going to start front or rear, but we'll start somewhere. And so I didn't film anything taking the bike apart just because it's nuts and bolts and it's just undo and pull the part off. It's simple. Going back together with it, that's where the customization is going to come in. That part I'm going to go into a little more detail on, but this is just pulling it apart. It's, you know, a nut, pull the bolt out, the rear wheel comes off. The same thing with the front. Undo these two bolts here, front end drops out from underneath it. It's pretty simple. So that's it for now, and y'all won't be waiting so long for the next video, because this has got to be done in 2 weeks, and I'm going out of town for a little bit, and then after that we're going to race week. Race week is in less than 4 weeks, 4 weeks from yesterday. So starts on the 18th. That's what I'm doing all this preparation for. So we'll see y'all then. Bye.